Hello everyone, my name is Enson. Today's video topic revolves around the keyword I've chosen, technology. As mentioned in the book Keywords for Media Studies. In everyday life, technology is usually understood as various specific devices, such as mobile phones, computers, and various smart devices. In the term of software, it involves artificial intelligence, etc. However, according to Jennifer Dyer-Slack's analysis in Keywords for Media Studies, this understanding is actually very one-sided. The author points out that the word technology itself has a strong influence. She said, technology is a widely used term that provokes an almost predictive affective response and promises appropriate solutions for whatever problem is at hand. In other words, when people hear technology, they instinctively think it can solve problems, even regarding it as a natural advancement. In my view, technology is also strongly associated with science and absolute correctness, even if it's not always the case. In modern society, people increasingly tend to understand technology simply as objects. The article also points out, when most people use the term technology today, they typically seem to be referring to the things produced. This one-sided understanding obscures the social structures behind technology, such as power relations, economic systems, and cultural values. The article also discusses an important concept, technological determinism, which holds that technology is the primary driver of social change. Slack cites a view that a belief that technology is a fundamental foundation of social life and that technological change is a primary determinant of social change. The problem with this view is that it ignores the role of human behavior, institutions, and culture. Furthermore, there's a very typical phenomenon called technological fix. The author points out that people generally believe that all problems can be solved through the technology. The pervasive belief that any problem can be solved with a technological solution. For example, on the issue of climate change, many people believe that simply developing new technologies can solve it without changing their lifestyles. And next, I would like to share an example from my own experience. As an amateur programmer with an interest in IT, I advocate for privacy equality. I strive to move most of the essential service that previously relied on external commercial companies to my own servers, increasing my control over these services. My DNS server records requests every second, allowing me to monitor network requests. During the process, I noticed a phenomenon. Even when certain applications were not actively used, or even when the device was idle, some big tech applications continue to send data requests to the server, sometimes several times per second. This phenomenon made me realize that technology is not merely a tool, but involves complex data flows and platform control. This also reflects the connection between technology and power relations discussed in the article. As the article points out, we cannot simply understand technology as objects because technology are not mere things and are better understood as being developed, implemented, and effective as integral to social and cultural life. In this example, these applications are not merely software tools. They also involve data collection, user profiling, and the platform economy. These factors collectively constitute a technological assemblage. This makes me reconsider the concept of technological fix. While many technology companies claim they improve user experience through technology, these technologies can also raise privacy issues that cannot be solved simply by adding more technology on it. These are my perspectives on this topic. Thank you for watching.